This is Brook. I'm a guitar teacher in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And let's do some chords relating to the circle of fourths. I'm gonna just do 4 chords, E, A, D, and G. Let me show you one more time these strings. E, A, D, and G. That's a circle of fourths. Just getting started. We didn't go all the way around. So E, A, D, G, those strings are tuned in fourths. The fourth note of an E scale is A. The fourth note of an A scale is D. The fourth note of a D scale is G. So let's play them as chords. I think that's a good warm-up for just training your ears to hear some fourths. Plus, it's a good way to test your strings and see if they're in tune. Sounds pretty good. Now, let's modify them a little bit and make them dominant seventh. Let's go with E7. Take it over to A7. Here comes D7. Now G7. It just has kind of a cool old-time sound. Cool. Let's do some other stuff with that. Let's make them some different shapes. I'm going to come up here and play my E7 like a C shape. And my A7 will be a bar chord. D7 like the C shape. And the G7 like a bar chord. So that's going in a circle of fourths. Let me show you the bass notes of those chords. 7, 5, 5, 3 for fret numbers. Let's do them as power chords. Kind of cool. It's just important to know the fourths as far as a sound. There's some modifications we can do with the chords that I showed you, the dominant sevens up here. Let's get into it. I'm just going to play the 3rd and 4th strings. Check it out. It's the same shape. So that's a pattern I find really interesting. There'd be a 6 and a 7 on the 4th and 3rd strings. That's the 3rd and flatted 7 of an E7 chord, G sharp and D. Now if I move it 1 fret down, that gives us 3rd and 5th frets. This is the flatted 7 and the major 3rd of an A7 chord. What do we got here? G and C sharp. Start over. Take it down 1 more fret. That's a major 3rd of D, the F sharp, and the C is the flatted 7 of D7. 4th and 5th frets. Here goes. Magic. Now 1 more fret down gives us the F and B notes, which are F is the flatted 7 of G, or dominant 7. B is the major 3rd, 3rd and 4th frets. So I find that pattern very interesting on guitar. I'm sure there's a lot more we could say about it. One thing you could do is add open strings. It starts getting kind of more atmospheric. So you start, those open strings mean different things to the chords, like the E string, that's just a root for the E chord. When we go to A7, I'm going to add the second string open B and the first string open E. The B is a ninth, makes it an A9 chord. When I go to D7, if I add the first string open, I believe that's what is that? That's a second, so that makes it a D9. Cool. And when I go to G7, the E is a sixth and the B is a third, so I think that makes it a G13. Just kind of easy stuff. So if you want to learn the circle of fourths and fifths, just start there, E, A, D, G. When you're ready, you can add a C to that, and then you can just keep going. But I find those 4 chords are super attractive. E, A, D, G, make them 7s, E7, A7, D7, G7. All right. The reason I keep looking over there is I've got a student coming down from Mason City today, and this is his guitar. He's going to pick it up, and I did a little fixing on it. It's real cool. So I'm excited to see Adam coming in for an in-person lesson. All right. So keep practicing. If you can't come in to see me at an in-person lesson, just check out a couple of my videos or get my books. I've got 2 books for sale. Go. I see one. Oh, there they are. First one was chords. It's all about chords. The second one's more about scales, arpeggios, chord progressions, riffs, hot licks,